Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and I wanted to show you what came in a day or two ago. It took this a while to get to me. This is from Royal Tiger Imports, a grade C jungle carbine. I ordered it January the 13th, and I was given an email not too long after that said there would be a delay in processing and shipping because of their moving operation. They apparently are moving into a bigger or better facility. I'm assuming it's in the same town or location. But about to the day, a month later, February 13th, I was told that it got processed and was shipped. So I think I received it the 15th or 16th of February. So word of caution until they say they've moved. If you order anything, be prepared to wait at least a month before they'll ship. Now, everything else I've ever ordered, I've got about a week and a half, 2 weeks later. So there is a slight delay at this time. And it's the 21st of February right now. So let's open this up and see what we got. Price point was $199. Let's see if I think and you think this was worth what I've paid. So it's your typical Royal Tiger wrap job. It had a few peanuts in one end and the bubble wrap with the triangle shaped cardboard. So here she is, the Enfield number 5 Jungle Carbine in all its glory. Finish is, there's a lot of worn. There's some bluing under where a handguard would be. But bluing's faded, just kind of grimy, dirty. Looks like walnut stock. Notice no magazine. Now, the ad did say it would be missing the bolt and could be missing other parts, so I was prepared to see no mag there. Butt plate appears sturdy and maybe a replacement screw that kind of, or it's either not all the way in there. Butt pad is worn down almost to a rounded shape. Don't know if I'll replace that or not. Being the rest of the gun's in the shape it's in, it'd probably be well to leave it as is. There's some markings maybe on that band. Front side is there. That's a good thing. I noticed the wood is a little bit loose. It's like a chunk kind of loose there. We have to glue that back. But it's about what you'd expect. Grade C. No terrible damage to the wood. So I'm pleased there. At least I have a sturdy buttstock and some good bones to build on. One thing I noticed, and kind of disappoints me because I don't have a safety mechanism on hand, so I'll have to order that. One thing I do notice, the M/47C is the BSA code, 1945. I don't think as many of these were made as the Fazackerly. I believe Fazackerly and BSA were the exclusive manufacturers. And I really don't know if there's supposed to be some writing or anything up here below that grime, but we'll find out when we clean it up. The serial number is very interesting, and it's what you'd call a radar. 32423. It's either way you read it, it's the same number. So that's really interesting. You got that blackish paint that a lot of people talk about on videos. There's the M/47C on the top of the barrel. So overall, so far to me it's a toss-up on the price. $199 for what you've got here. It's a good thing to build on. Of course, I'm going to have to find a number 4 Mark 1 bolt or a number 5. So the search is on for that. Intact sights. We have the at least the butt plate is there. It's harder than a rubber pad. Don't see any markings on the wood at all. Nothing to be seen. Now there may be some pop up when I clean it, but I don't really know what I'm going to do on the wood. I'm not going to bleach it. I like the dark color. May just use some common everyday household cleaner and kind of scrub and rub and go over it multiple times, and maybe Dawn dish liquid and some warm soap will go a long way. But you usually get what you pay for, so maybe I've got what I've paid for, $199. But the price on jungle carbines has really went up, or they've been up for a while. They're expensive. So when I saw these on Royal Tiger, this was my chance for me to get one. And I did know that it wouldn't have a bolt, so you got to figure in your extra costs there. So what do you think? I'm gonna have to buy a bolt. I have magazines that would work on it, so probably won't search out one of those. The safety mechanism. So those two issues, the bolt and the complete safety. And I've looked at parts here and there in the past, and that safety isn't cheap. So we'll see if we can get the whole assembly or buy it piece by piece. And the issue is which company is going to offer all this stuff. So got a little bit of work cut out for me, but that's why I like fooling with these. It gives you a chance to hunt down parts and get something a little cheaper that will be made to be worth more. So that's why I went this route, and it fills an empty spot. I've always owned a number 4 Mark 1 and a number 3 Mark 1, or I always get that wrong. Number 1 Mark 3. I owned one of each one of those for several years. Then Royal Tiger gave me the opportunity to buy some of their stuff cheaper. Infields have went down because of this. Although your high quality premium grade ones will still command a good price. So there's the look at the 1945 M/47C BSA Shirley, you may have heard them called Jungle Carbine. We'll check the bore, and we'll make more videos once we accumulate the parts, and also probably take it apart and clean it. But yeah, it's going to be a good addition to what I've already got in the infield grouping. So until next time. So here she is, broke down the best I could. I've always been able to get a buttstock off of an infield. I have a screwdriver that I have cut the bottom of the handle off and kind of transformed it into a tool that I could use, and several different buttstocks and deep, hard to reach places I've used this for. But I just can't get a good grip on that slot in the screw for this one. So probably gonna have to leave it as is and clean it on the attached to the receiver there. But I see one issue. That screw right there goes in the top of the butt plate, and this screw is not what it should be. It should be a special screw that would screw up into this, but the butt plate was on tight. Really had no issues with it being loose. I guess I'll leave it as is. Those little screws aren't cheap nowadays. Here's the piece of wood that was missing, or is separated from the stock. I'll definitely try to put that on, glue that, attach that back when I get it cleaned up. Haven't looked at the bore yet. It's hard to film it, so I have a bore light, but trigger guard, just your common trigger guard. I noticed the cutout right there. I've not studied them enough to know, but I don't think that's the way a lot of my others are. And then the stock is got the normal slot, so that's either the trigger guard isn't original to it, or the stock might not be. I tend to think the trigger guard may have been a replacement. You'd think it would be straighter, but it's just I think this one will clean up good. I don't see any instances of bad rust or pitting. And when you don't have that, it tends to come off. I mean, I can take my fingernail. Most of that is just grime. It kind of looks bad, but it's really not. So you got your classic cutout, attempted lightning methods there. I don't see that helping anything, but there's another spot. So I guess I'm leaning more toward I'm pleased with what I got, because I'm not going to pay $800 for one that's nicer. Just don't see it. You may can get lucky out there and get a nicer one cheaper, but not real sure on that. Don't know how effective that flash hider deal there is, but makes it look interesting. So there you go. It's just going to take a little time to clean and bring her back to speed on looks. So I'll try to. I made an order for. I found a jungle carbine bolt body, hollowed out bolt knob, and I think lightning on the stretch area there of it, and thought I had a bolt head, but it did not. The complete bolt head was $60, so the bolt head or the bolt body I ordered from BRP. The safety assembly, which broke down into a lot of parts that I ordered, and the bolt head with extractor and spring and screw, all those parts that came from Apex, and I'm in no way affiliated with them, but I recommend Apex for a lot of your parts needs. They'll have stuff that a lot of other places just don't have, or they'll mark, a lot of other places are out of stock. So I'll attach my parts here when I get them in. So here's the parts I ordered, and they're all matching pretty good in finish, amazingly. First, the bolt head, I think it was $20 at BRP, the bolt body. It's got the hollowed out section and the lightning cuts in the area there. Now the cocking piece and the firing pin came out of it was a Mark I number 3. I'm sorry, I get them the infield. I cannot come up with the right name for it. I get hung up every time. I'm drawing a blank. It's not the number 4 Mark I. These parts were off of the number 3, or it's the number 3 Mark I. I'm sorry, I'm slow on that stuff. The number 3 Mark I bolt that I did not have an extractor in the bolt head for it. So I don't have a gun that I can use that in, so I took the cocking piece and the firing pin out of the number 1 Mark III and put them in the here we go again. The number 4 Mark I or this is actually a number 5 bolt body. Now, it may be newer. Looking at the finish, it looks newer. It could be a converted number 4 Mark 1 bolt into a number 5. But anyway, I wanted what looked right. So, there's that screw. That was ordered from Apex. I needed that. Onto the safety assembly. All this was ordered separately from Apex. I don't even know what you call some of it, but I knew what I needed to have. There's the screw. Those two pieces are a little rough, and they need some cleaning. Then the screw on stop, maybe they call it, or the safety was my main concern. I wanted the rounded, later model safety to go on there because I've researched a lot of the jungle carbines and they have that shape safety. So that's that. And on to the bolt head, I'm especially proud of this. The head, the stripped head was 21, and a whole one complete was 60. So I got this cheaper by buying the head. It's a 0, I think was what the measurement on it. And ordered the extractor, the spring, and the screw. And I had not assembled one of these, but good old YouTube, I looked it up, and in a few minutes I was putting this together. Now the method of getting the spring in there, I done different than the video showed. They showed using a vise and all this other stuff. I just had it laying there, and like I said, this was stripped. So what I did, I put the extractor in first. You slide that extractor spring in there. Get it up in there. Get it up in there as far as it'll go. This spring will stick out to the end or a little over the extractor. I took a pair of needle nose pliers, hooked one jaw under here and one at the edge of that, just simply gave a squeeze and it popped. You see the little hole there? There's a little tip area on the spring that pops right in that hole. And it went together simply, and it done what I needed it to do. Put in and tighten up your screw, and there you got it. And, to me it looks like a new one. May have not ever been used. But, so there you go. I had it assembled on here, but I took it off just to video it and show it better. So, I got the parts that I need to put on the carbine. So, this will end this video for now. I just wanted to show you my progress as far as I've ordered the parts and got them in. It did not take Apex. It was 3 days. They're out in Colorado. I'm in Kentucky. So in 3 days' time from the time I placed the order, they're here. Next, we'll post a video of the cleanup and the assembly and all that good stuff. But I enjoy doing this, and I hope you enjoy watching them. Raw, uncut. I don't edit these videos other than putting them together. I take video sections and I piece them together to make the whole video. And I hope you like that. I know I'm not a professional, so I don't tend to want to do it in a professional manner. But I think there's a lot more of us out there that's just doing it the best way we can, other than professional ways. So, until next video, keep on doing what you love, and I will also. I appreciate each one. Continue to watch my videos, and if you stumbled upon this on accident, please like this video and subscribe to watch more. Thanks.